In this video, I'm going to share my experience using the Sterling P20 and P30 vocal mics. Let's dive straight in. Okay, thank you Sterling Audio for sponsoring this video. It's thanks to companies like you I can continue going on making great high quality content. So what's my experience with these microphones? Well, the P20 first of all comes in a lovely box, and actually you'll see it's branded right there as a vocal microphone. Okay, that's a really good price, $60. I'm going to put it to the test and really investigate it. Now you'll see inside the box it comes with a lovely carry case, which is really cool, and even a bonus is a little mic stand as well, so I can attach it to a stand, a boom arm, whatever I need for permanent usage. Now this is the absolute raw sound of the microphone. I think it sounds really good. This is my acoustically treated room. Obviously we're going to try it in other environments, but sounding pretty good with no processing. Let's add processing and see how the microphone sounds now. So there you go. You see, just with a little bit of processing, you can really improve the sound of a microphone. Let's go over to my kitchen and listen to the audio over there. Okay, this is me recording in an acoustically challenging environment. I'm in my kitchen here with a Sterling P20 microphone. And this is what I sound like when I've got a little bit of processing on my voice. And so I think this is a solid choice for the price. You really can't beat it. Sterling P20 vocal mic. But let's take a look at the P30 microphone. Hello. Wow. Oh my goodness me. Phantom power makes a difference. Let's turn that audio down. Down, 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 down. Oh my goodness me. Wow. The Sterling Audio P30 microphone is an active vocal mic. So what does that mean? Well, I was just messing about as I was plugging it in. This has got no processing on, by the way, at the moment. And I got a faint signal when I plugged it in, but I could hardly hear it. It's branded as an active vocal mic. It actually says on the microphone it requires 48 volt phantom power. Now, while it does seem to require it, even without it, I could still hear something, but it was very, very quiet, like most dynamic mics. Really unique thing about this that I've never seen in a microphone before is when you add 48 volt phantom power to this, most audio interfaces will do that for you. They usually have a button or a light that comes on when the power is going to the mic. It suddenly boosts this mic up insanely. In fact, so much so, I just turned the gain right down. Very unusual for a dynamic microphone. Not only does it boost my sound, it gives me what I think is a really cool sound, raw. No processing whatsoever. This is really cool. So how could this sound with processing in an acoustically treated room? Let's try. This is the P30 active vocal mic with processing. How does it sound to you? Here I am with the Sterling P30. It's an active vocal mic. It's dynamic, but it requires 48 volt phantom power. My audio is nicely boosted. I don't have to turn up the gain on my portable recorder at all, but I am in an acoustically challenging environment, so let's add some processing. And here's what I sound like in this very same environment, but with a little bit of processing on my voice. And it's off again. How does it sound? A pretty neat microphone with a very cool and unique feature. Here we are in Audacity, and you'll see I've got some of the Sterling mic recording here. What I'm actually going to do is play you the raw version. Let's add processing and see how the microphone sounds now. Not much going on there. I'm actually going to split this in two now. So we've got two stereo tracks that sit right there in the center, so we can A/B test, and we'll keep the top one original, so we can always go back and listen to the improvements we've made. So really easy to improve a microphone in Audacity. First of all, I'm going to select everything on this track, my improvement track. I'm going to go to Effect, EQ and Filters. We're going to go for Filter Curve EQ. And I've already got something basic here, but let's flatten this out and really work on this. I'm going to roll off some of the low end, but at the same time, I'm also going to boost up around this area so we get a nice little bit of bass coming out the mic. We'll add on some crispy high end to the microphone, and we might just go ahead and remove some of the audio around this mark. Let's preview it. Let's add processing and see how the microphone sounds now. That's sounding pretty good. So we'll apply that EQ curve. That works nicely. Then we'll go into Effect. We're also going to go into volume and compression. There's loads going on here. We won't quite play with this yet because we've also got noise removal and repair. If we had any background noise, we don't. We could do that, but a noise gate is quite a handy thing to have. And again, if we preview this, let's add processing and see how the microphone sounds now. This is going to be a subtle noise gate that will just silence out the bits in between my speech, so if I had any background sound, that would disappear using the noise gate. Back into effect, volume and compression and compressor is really going to do the trick. Let's move this threshold down to about -25. We'll keep the noise floor as is. Ratio 3:1. Attack as fast as possible. Release as fast as possible. Click apply. That's looking nice and chunky now. And then we'll go into effect and we'll finally end up by normalizing this to a nice level just below -1 dB. And let's have a listen. Let's add processing and see how the microphone sounds now. And we started with this. Let's add processing and see how the microphone sounds now. With a chunky bit of EQ and compression. Let's add processing and see how the microphone sounds now. Anything is possible. Pretty cool stuff, right? I really like this. So a good pair of microphones, whether you go for the P20, just the standard dynamic microphone for $60, or you upgrade a little bit and grab yourself the Sterling P30 with the amazing active technology, which means if you give it some phantom power, it'll give you a real kick in terms of amplification. I can see many use cases for this. If you have an amp that you can't turn up very loud, you don't want to use cloud lifters, or you want this in a live environment where you really want to get the maximum amount of juice from the microphone, P30 is going to be a no-brainer for you. Both mics good, and as you can hear in this video, a little bit of tweaking can make them sound even better. Now, if you really want to know how to make microphones sound better, you need to watch my other video all about making things sound better in Audacity. It's appearing on your screen right now somewhere. Thank you so much, Sterling Audio, for sponsoring this video. Go check these mics out. I had a lot of fun testing them out. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below.